Welcome back to the channel, guys. I am here at the 2024 Expona Audio Show, and I am in room 1621. I am next to Andrew Gillis, who happens to be the designer for Sonori music servers from New Hampshire. So tell us a little bit about this brand new music server with a new finish that people are inquiring about, right?
Yeah, so this is the Sonori Signature Rendu Deluxe. And so this is a Roon-ready streamer. We're using Roon and Cobuzz to run the room here today. And so one of the really cool things that this has is fiber optic Ethernet. So we're cleaning all the noise off of the network. We do have a Roon server here. We're cleaning the noise from that. And so once the signal gets in here, there's no more noise. A lot of linear supplies, good clocks, good USB cable. And it sends basically the cleanest possible USB signal to the DAC so that the DAC doesn't have to reclock the USB signal, doesn't have to try and clean it up. And it really improves, I think, the imaging and the sound that you get out of pretty much any DAC.
Current MSRP on that?
$5,400.
54. Okay, not a lot of money in the grand scheme of things. So
Exactly.
I've seen music servers that are far more money. I haven't had the pleasure of listening to your music server, but we never know. And in the future, I might give you guys a taste of what this music server can do. Okay, so let's talk about the VR55 SE's loudspeakers. Damon, tell us a little bit about this new loudspeaker, this new creation that you were talking to me about, the price performance proposition that you're trying to deliver here at the customers.
Right. So the original VR55 came out 10 years ago. We had great success with it. It's time for a refresh. So what we're trying to do here with the VR55 Special Edition is we're using the ultra mid-range that's in our ultra line. It's a wonderful mid-range. It's a underslung magnet, so there's no rear pressure. It's very open and natural and fast. And we're bringing that down to a price point that's significantly more affordable than, for example, the Ultra 55s, which is the next step up from here, right? We have reference line master boat cable within inside, and we're introducing a fourth generation of our foundation amplifier technology. Basically, bass is the #1 problem people tend to have with their room. So we design and manufacture flat speakers, but when they get in the room's going to have a lot of dictate about whether the bass is good or bad or slow, whatever. This technology, it's all analog, but that we basically take that signal, we run it through an amplifier, our foundation amplifier, which feeds a passive network in the front speakers. We do all that to give you a gain control that allows you to set the level of the speakers flat to the room. So not only will you get better bass performance than you would with a traditional passive speaker, you get the best bass performance you can have in that room.
Sounds good. What's the MSRP on the speakers?
$85,000.
$85,000. You heard it here. Lucas, let's talk about the Poseidon. Good to see you again.
Yes, good to see you.
You guys haven't seen the interview that I had with him, so stay tuned for that interview where we talk about the brand itself and, of course, my opinion on this magnificent brand from Poland. Tell us a little bit about the Poseidon. People are asking me. They don't stop bugging me about it. What's so special about it?
God, it feels so strange to be on the other side of watching your channel. I'm in your channel. Yeah, so similarly to what von Schweikert is doing, we are trying to bring our top performer to a more affordable level and make savings where it's unimportant for the sound, only technical and economies of scale savings. But otherwise, it's a top performing DAC called Poseidon. It's balanced. It is single-ended at the same time. It has analog inputs, balanced and single-ended. So you can use it as a preamp with your turntable, with vinyl, phono stage, with tuner or reel-to-reel. And the convenience of remote control will be added to all your system. And obviously you have all digital inputs, so it can be the center of your home entertainment system.
So is it safe to say that the Horizon is more of a purpose-built DAC for those that want to stream and manage all of their digital needs, and this is more of that type of component that has more flexibility for other, like home theater bypass and those people that want to have different types of inputs that they normally wouldn't see on a DAC?
Yes, we added it's more user-friendly and it's offering more advanced features. Having said that, the sound quality is always most important. And I myself design for sound. I have other people who do all the features, but I'm fanatical about having that signature, sound signature of Lucas Ficus that people
Oh, and I know all about that
recognize
one.
by now.
I know all about that one with the Horizon for sure. What's the current MSRP on this?
This is around 27,000.
27,000 USD, and it's
Yes.
shipping now.
I may be wrong because I'm thinking in euros, but so I don't want to make the
Lucas, I think
wrong
we're-
call.
I think it's Fred 25.8. 25.5.
25. So it's a pretty good price performance
Yes.
proposition.
It is exactly half of Horizon, so we keep it in that sweet spot, and we found that our customer base is generally much bigger at this price level.
Yep, and I agree with that. Those price performance propositions are what people are asking me for. This is a prime example of that. Because you get all these inputs, you got the DAC, you got the sound signature that you're known for, and of course the flexibility that people love.
Yeah.
I like these propositions. I actually think this is very attractive. I've never seen you do anything like this. So kudos to you for coming up with a different concept that still maintains a lot of the system, a lot of the sound that you're fond of, that you believe in.
Yes.
And the
Yes.
musicality, the harmonic tones, the beautiful sound stage, and
Yes.
everything that's so engaging about what you build is something that I can definitely attest to, guys. If you are interested in any lamp and cedar products, give this guy a call, or my man right here, Fred, who can also tell you more about the brand and, of course, something else that he wants to talk about here on my channel.
All right. Well, thanks, Jay. I'm Fred, as I was just introduced, Destination Sound Group on Long Island, New York. Lucas already spoke a little bit about the Poseidon deck, which we just dropped. He went through a lot of the particulars there, so one of the things I wanted to show you is a brand new line that we just picked up from Sabase Audio called the Vivis Zoo. Now, no matter how good your power cables are, your mains filter, potential current remains an issue for your system. It's generated by the components themselves. This is a grounding device that we're able to, right now we're using it on the entire front end. This is just able to strip a lot of the high frequency noise. There's RF interference in the potential current. So this has been just a really nice piece that can smooth things out, and it brings forward some great tonal colors, some great dimensionality. These are manufactured in Germany. This is milled aluminum block. It's going to ground up to 12 components. We're using WBT connectors, just a really special piece, and by default, we include 2 grounded cables at 1 meter. Retail pricing is coming in at $12,995, and yeah, we've been very excited about this piece.
How many devices can you plug into that?
Up to 12.
12 devices, so you don't have to buy 4 boxes and anything
Correct,
like that. Okay,
correct.
great.
So
That's so cool
Yeah,
to
so
see.
we're using WBT spades, and there's WBT connectors
Connectors.
on those. So you're able to use 2 spades per.
Okay.
And 1 banana going into that.
Oh, great.
So that's how you're able to get
Awesome.
to the.
Does it need to be plugged into the wall after that? Does it need a
does
power
not.
cord?
No.
So
this
it's
is,
all
this is
passive.
It's completely passive.
That's really attractive. Okay, well, thank you for letting us know about what you have now on your portfolio. You always got something new and exciting going on. So let's talk about the next step. Gary,
Oh,
it's your turn.
I'm not going to talk much here. I'm Gary Leeds from Hear This, and I'm very lucky because Angus from Hong Kong and
Hong Kong.
Westminster Lab, the
Yep.
inventor of our Westminster Lab
Coming in.
electronics.
It's your
Come on
turn.
in because it's his turn.
Okay. Got the microphone here so we can talk.
Oh,
Yes, I know it's easy to. Here
Sorry,
you go.
Jay.
No problem. Go ahead. Okay, so tell us about this amplifier that I have heard maybe about 2 years ago with some GT Audio panel speakers. I remember that show, Gary. And I'm a big fan, by the way, of classic amplifiers. And so I know you're clearly all about that type of topology. And of course, the form factor, which doesn't really impede you from walking through your room and having to do what I do between amplifiers when I change cables, right? I like that form factor that you have. It's very compact, and it doesn't take up a lot of real estate. Tell us about your brand. Tell us about what's special when it comes to your amplification. And I'm assuming you may have preamplification too?
Yes, we do.
So tell us a little bit about that.
No problem. We are a company based in Hong Kong, so we started around 10 years ago. We make cables, power amplifiers, preamplifiers, and now phono stage. designed for MCMM cartridge and also DS Audio, so we work with them.
Oh,
together.
great.
Yeah. Let's talk about the power amp first. I think that's
Sure.
what you
Go
have
for it.
experienced for 2 years.
Have a look
So-
at the power amplifier where he describes what we're looking at.
Yeah, so this is our Class A amplifier. So very compact, 100 watts into 8 ohm and double down to 2 ohms, 400 watts. In this configuration, in this room, we are running vertical bar amp. So we have one individual amps for the tweeter and one individual amp for the mid-range and the bass. So this is one configuration. And of course, if customers would like to have more power, these amplifiers are designed to be bridged. So if you have 2 units bridged together, you will get 400 watts Class A 8 ohm and down to 800 watts Class A 4 ohms. So that will be quite powerful for many speakers.
Yes, a lot of applications, yep.
Yeah. So the amplifiers are so small because we designed it to be externally bridged. So we can get the transistor down, the numbers of transistor down, less distortion, easier to match, and also the rail voltage down. That's why how we can get the normal dissipation hit around a quarter of what other competitors are doing. So this is a pure Class A. It's not something tricky. Of course, a little bit of sliding bias, but most of the time is 80% Class A.
MSRP on those amplifiers?
MSRP is 35,000.
45,000 for the pair.
35,000.
35. 35 grand for the pair. And are they currently shipping?
Yes.
They're
Yes.
Is that the only color you have? Or are there any other options, black or anything else?
Just silver.
So just silver for the time.
Just silver
Any
for the
plans to perhaps have something in a different color? Because I ask you these questions because I know my fans, I know my subscribers will ask me that. So I want to get answers ahead of those questions.
Currently not.
Not,
Currently
okay.
not. We will
All
see.
right.
Of
Okay.
course, anything I can't speak for the future, but
Right.
at the moment we are not looking to introduce a black or something like that.
And one of the things that I like to always do is check to see how hot they get. And they have been on for a while and they're not at all. They don't feel 3 days on, guys. And this is like super cool. I mean, there is no heat dissipation of any kind. So kudos to you for figuring that out, because every time I've owned a classic amplifier, it's always cooking. I got to leave the room about 2 hours after I listen to music.
Yeah.
So to see this new innovation that you're driving here is key. I like to see new amplifier designs, because a lot of my viewers always complain. They're always saying, well, you know what, Jay? Amplifiers have been the same for the last 30 years. It's a transformer, input stage, output stage. It's the same BS all the time. Nothing changes, right? But you are clearly showing us that no, there are advancements when it comes to amplification as well. We're seeing new things come in. I believe that an amplifier from the 1990s, if you brought it today and you compare it against a new offering, will completely get destroyed, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because of that. Because not only that, you got new capacitors, you got new wiring, you got new binding posts. There's a lot more that goes into play that was not available 20, 30 years ago.
Well, we take, for example, our heatsink designs. They are bespoke CNC from a piece of aluminum because we use finite element to simulate how the air flows. So that's why we can get the heatsinks more efficient in terms of the volume and also surface area ratio. So that's why it's one of the reasons why we can get it so small. So in Westminster Lab, we really believe in engineering, computer simulations, and finite element.
Okay, and so this is the only model you have right now available?
For power amps, yes.
That's it. Any plans to build anything for less money or more money? Anything that you can tell my audience in advance? Because I love to put people on the spot like this.
Well,
anything you can share.
We have something new coming later this
Okay.
year,
Okay.
which will be very exciting.
Okay, very excited. Well,
Jay, less expensive, pure Westminster Lab.
There you go.
I will say.
Class A as well.
Class A as
yeah.
well.
Class A.
always.
So is it safe to assume that you're always going to continue to explore Class A technology, topology?
Yes.
That's really what you believe in. That's
Yes.
really what you have in your core.
No matter what we do, it's only Class A.
Class A.
Yes.
Interesting work. Well, thank you for your time, guys, in this room, 1621 here at the 2024 Expona. You've seen a collection of great components and, of course, all the faces and everyone that's behind this entire operation of amazing high-end. Please continue to support me, subscribe, hit the like button. Let's continue.